What's up, everybody? James with Mid Hunter Comics here. I hope you're all doing well. We got a banger for you today. I got actually two different X-Men collections in, so we have an entire short box of just Claremont very desirable X-Men. We have a Moon Knight collection that came in with a lot of near mints. I have pretty much a short box of Moon Knight, and the biggest one I have over a short box of Silver Age Amazing Spider-Man. I have no idea why I didn't make a YouTube short showing everything I had, but we're just going to run it. We're actually going to go in reverse order. We usually go alphabetically A to Z. We're going to go Z to A, which means we're going to be starting with the X-Men today. Now, there are some expensive books today. I highly encourage you to take advantage of the 20% off. There's a lot of $3, $4, and $5 books in here that'll make it nice and cheap for you, because if you get 20 claims, you get 20% off. That counts for all books up to $100. Books over $100 are going to count towards the total. They're not going to get the percentage off, though. But there's only so many of those left. Highly encourage you guys, try to get to that 20% off. If you can't get there, try to at least get the 10% off. There's a little bit of a mixed bag for everybody. Expensive, cheap, it's all here. And you guys know how it goes. If a book comes up on B, and if you're first to get it, you got it. It's that simple. Everybody, switch your YouTube settings to say live chat, not top chat. The top chat makes it look like every book you claim you're first on. And it makes you think that you're missing out on a lot of stuff. Go make sure you're in live. Let's do it. Starting with X-Men. Second appearance of Gambit. This is X-Men 267 mid to low. We're just going to do $7 on B. That's a newsie, too. Possible perfect condition. First full appearance and cover appearance of Gambit. We have a 266. That'll be on I. I have a near mint first appearance of Quanon becomes Revanche. 256 on D. Marcus, I'm moving your pile over here. Actually, you know what, Neely? Real quick, I'm just going to put you in a. I'm going to put you in a short box. I know how this goes by now. All right. First, Jim Lee on X-Men near minty 248. Here we have a mid-grade first Jubilee. That's 244 on C. Here we have a very high grade, 239 is our first cover appearance of Mr. Sinister on E. All right. I'm seeing 300 got C and E. 300. Then we have a mid to low 234 on A, classic cover. Super high grade first full appearance of The Adversary. That is 227 F. Mid grade first Sabretooth in X. Wait, what's it? First meeting of Sabretooth and Wolverine. That's what it is. On H. Here we have a newsy, higher end of mid-grade, somewhere between mid and high. First full appearance of the Marauders on C, and then our first cameo of the Marauders mid-grade on E. What's up, Frog? What's up, Judge Jules? Judge Jules on, what was it? E and C. Marauder bundle. This one is a non-key, 209, high grade C. 208, first mention of Omega in the term Omega Mutants. 208, high G. 207, mid to high, classic cover. H, non-key 206, non-key 204, non-key 203. All right, let's see. Frog got G. Jules got H. Dagny. What's up, Dag? Welcome back. I'm not going to write all that. I'm just going to say Dagny. ABD. Easy. All right, so Dagny, ABD. Frog got I and J. Non-key 202. First Cable as a baby. Here's our near mint newsy, and here's our near mint minus direct. 201. Got a couple near minty. Magneto becomes master at Xavier's. Near mint 15s, that's 200. Rachel Summers becomes Phoenix. High grade I. Non-key 198. Non-key 197. Let me slow down for a second. I'm seeing Jules. Got a C. Neil's got an A. So did Nesmith. Jules on I. Meatball on G. Frog on H. And we're caught up. Kitty Pride says the N-word, 196. Non-key, sort of getting into mid to low grade, 195. First of the Von Struckers. I have two high grades of the Von Struckers. The Von Strucker twins. Is it the Strucker or the Von Strucker? I can't remember. Whatever. Frog got a C. Nesmith got a B. And Jules got one of the H's. Non-key 192. High grade, first Nimrod 191. Non-key 190. Non-key 189. Non-key but a little lower grade, 187. 185 non-key. First Forge mid-grade. Dagny. Marcus Henderson. Frog. Jules. Marcus. Frog got EGI, EG. And Jules takes Forge. Small key, first battle of Juggernaut and Colossus. Kind of weird to see him without his suit on. Non-key 182, non-key 180. First Leech near mint, 179. Non-key 178. Little lower here, 177 non-key. Higher grade newsy, Valerie Cooper, 176. J. All right, I gotta slow down. All right, Jules, I'm gonna pin it. Got F. Oh, you know what? Let's drop the link for everybody. Make sure if you picked up a book, you gotta fill out this link, please and thank you. All right, so Jules F. After Jules, Mr. Williams got C. After Mr. Williams, Marcus got B. Frog picked up A. G to Jules. Everybody take a quick second, hit that like button. It goes a long way. Frog I, Frog J. Evan. Got the D. I think that's your first one. Oh, no, Evan, you got a power right here. Okay. I didn't see anyone get 178 non-key on page 174 non-key. A, 173, Origin of Silver Samurai, decent high grade. B, non-key 172, high grade, Rogue joins X-Men, Newsy. I also have a mid-grade, a lot cheaper, of 171. So you got options. Meatball. We haven't made it into the expensive ones yet, so we'll see. We got some meats today. Henderson. Frog. Non-key 170. First, Morlocks and Callisto near mint. I. Higher end of mid-grade. First, Madeline Pryor, 168B. 167, Newsy. High grade non-key. C. 165, non-key. D. Frog. Jules B. Meat C. Frog D and G. Very high grade 164, but I price a lot lower than the price guides of this. First binary, and then Origin 163. Here's mid to low 162 solo Wolverine. Here's a sharp mid Origin of Magneto 161E. High grade Ilyana, that's 160G. Non-key 159. Frog. Hold on. Meatball D. Jules E. 300G. Frog got an I and an H. All right, second appearance of Rogue. We have a mid-grade Newsy and one that was just a hair under that. 157. I always think it's a key. It's actually not high grade. First appearance of the Akanti. I have 2 high grade copies, both newsy. 156. Clayton Harper. What's up, Clayton Harper? I'm pretty sure we're starting to pile. Pretty sure. Do a quick scan. Clayton Harper. Yeah. Good to have you back, Clayton. I'm going to stick you up way at the top here. Okay. Jules got a Conti, but there's 2. Who else? Frog. The closer we get to 94, the more the price is going to pick up. Let's see. All right, high grade, first appearance of the Brood alien race, as well as the Brood Queen. Non-key, 153. Non-key, 152. Slightly better non-key, 152. Let's see, Frank got G. All right, Frank, and then Frog. Harper. Neat. I don't know why these second appearance of rogues are still here. 151 is a non-key. B. 149. 2 of them. A. High grade, first Caliban, 148. And I thought this one was just a pinch under, like barely noticeably under. G. 147 high, 146 high, 145 classic cover. Let's see, who was that? 300 got C. Frog got B. $300 got A, but there's 2. Frog got an F. Jules got H. AIJ. Mr. Harper. $144 high grade. 142 mid to high grade newsy. Days of Future Past Part 1. Here we have a mid to high grade newsy. 141 Days of Future Past Part 1. Frank on B. Where did I just put Frank there? Aluminum. Going to get a little more expensive. Here's a mid 140 H newsy. Mid to high. First Heather Hudson. First brown and tan suit. Second Kitty Pryde. I. And then I have the same one, but high grade, J. Let's see. Frog. All right, then we have high grade 136. Look at this. We got options for you. I have 2 high grade First Senator Robert Kelly on A. Or if you want, I have 1 that's a mid grade down here on F. Let's see, where are we? Louis Clayton. Louis Clayton. Astro. And someone got to be Mr. Lou. All right. 134. We have a super high grade gradable copy Newsy, and then we have another one that's like a near mint minus, very fine plus sort of thing on C. Frank. Thank you. 300. I actually forget what's this, the first Healing Factor issue, or is that the actual first Wolvie solo issue? It's a mid to high grade Newsy. It's on E. I also have first Hellfire Club, bunch of first appearances in that. That's a high grade copy on A. All right. Roscal Moldovar 6584. All right, really important, Roscal. Make sure when you fill out this link, you got to get that exact username right. You only have to fill the link out once per show, folks. But take a second, make sure you nail that username, because when I do the invoicing tonight, I search by the username. So that's a funky username, so make sure we get that right. Thank you for your claim. Try to get 20 claims. You get 20% off. Frog. Very high grade 131. I always forget what that actually is. Is it just like second Dazzler, first cover of the White Queen? I forget. That's on the clean copy. We got a couple first Dazzlers for you. 130. This one is mid to high on B. And then this one's mid to high, but maybe a pinch under that one. Neely, beat out Palf. Laura. We have a very respectable mid to high. It's probably an 8, maybe an 8.5. Okay, literally 8.5. First Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost. 129. Very desirable book right there. 128 high. 127 non-key mid. 126 first full appearance of Proteus. There's a lot of cameos. This one's the first full. That's a high grade on E. Frog. All right, Frog. Marcus. Jules. We're caught up. First cameo of Proteus, first cameo of Phantom Stranger from the DC universe. That's right. Here's our mid-grade on D, and here's our high grade on E. High grade, first Proletarian, H, 124. 123, Storm's nipple exposed, high grade. 122, Origin of Colossus, high grade, B. Jules. Frog. Pal. I think that's your first book, Pal. 300. All right, here we go. I got two big ones in a row. First cameo, first full appearance, Alpha Flight. We've got mid-grade, but a sharp mid-grade and in Mylar. And then this one is mid to high, I would say, on H&I. First cameo, Proteus, voice only, 119, very high, B. Then we got first Marika, very high grade, 118. Here's the actual first healing factor, very high grade, 116. Roskal, thank you. Harper. B. Let's take a water break. St. Polyworld, you have no current claims. You have been second place a lot, though, you can see. You'll land one. High grade, 115. 114, very high grade. I think that's the first one where they say uncanny in the title. D. Some of our X-Men got a little scattered, so let's see here. Oh boy, okay, where are we? Harper got B. Trask on D. All right, then we got 205. I got 3 high-grade copies. First appearance of Lady Deathstrike when she gets the adamantium graft. All on B. Then we have first James Proudstar as whatever. First Firestar, that's what it is, 193. D. Near Minties, 2. We got Jules. Where are we? Jules and Frank. And Talon, you got one. There we go. Talonso 29. Talonso. Make sure you fill out that link. Get that username perfect. Make sure your address is perfect. This is where I'm sending that invoice to. Thank you, sir. Lou gets 1. Roger wants to know condition. Let's see. C is mid-grade. Let's put it at a 7. Where is the Alpha Flight love? Maybe is it because I'm hiding them? We have 120 and 129 there. First adversary cameo near mint, 188. 186, first cover of Forge. Yeah, we kind of got a little out of order here. Clean G for 5. Talk to me when your pile gets a little bigger. I tend to start cutting some deals when people get kind of like beefier piles. Then we have first Miko something, mid-grade E, 181. Marriage of Madeline Pryor and Cyclops near mint, 175 F. Ooh, I have 2. Falk. Pal. Hell yeah. Illuminum. Nothing on D. Everyone beats me. Don't worry, you'll get them. Kingdom. of nerds. What's up, King? What's this? First, oh, I should forget. Usually I write the key significance, but I keep thinking I'll remember it. The dragon, what Kitty Pryde's dragon, I forget his name. I don't know. Non-key 154. Origin of Magneto. Here's your near mint. Here's your mid. Jules on B. 300F. Wow, we're actually going so. D, Luke. Lockheed, thank you. Frogger, I. Blue E. Jules H. Jules J. Trask, I'm going to move your pile. Mr. Texas. All right. We're left with some expensive. Final Claremont Burn collab mid to high in Milo. 143. 138 Cyclops quits mid I. 137 Death of Jean high B. 113 high non-key though E. Nerd. Neely. Saint Polyworld. You got one. Saint dash Polyworld. You got Cyclops quits. Sweet. Make sure you fill out that link. Thank you. Steven said, any Spidey today? I have the best Spidey I've had in years. It is actually going to be the last thing we do. We're going in reverse alphabetical today, so we just got to be a little patient. We'll call it 112 Classic Perez cover high grade D. 111 high grade non-key E. Early Claremont. 110 same thing B. Neely. $300. Trask B. A is a direct, but if you remember in 1979, you actually want the direct. It's far more, I don't want to use the term rare, but far more scarce than the newsstands. Because remember, the newsstand was the gold standard. It wasn't until like 84, 85 that they sort of switched and directs became way more prevalent than newsstands. First appearance of Weapon Alpha, mid-grade. I'm putting it at a 7 next to our 7.0 Dazzler. 108, first John Byrne on X-Men, mid-grade B. 107, mid to low, first Starjammers E. Nerds. Dagny, nice one, Dags. Dag. Where to put you? Frog on E. 106, first appearance of Entity. That is high grade on C. 105, first Lilandra, or it might be Cameo, I kind of forget. That is mid-grade on I. 104, that is another mid-grade on D. First of the name logo, this is very high grade, 103. This guy, he was an interesting collector. It's very clear that his stuff wasn't all from the same collection because you're getting high grade, you're getting like some low grade, you're getting mid grade. It's kind of all over the place. Harper. Glasgow. Pull it up. I don't see an I or a C. Uh, 102. It's a mid, but maybe the low end of mid. It might just be a 5.5, something like that. I'm going to put it on B. Okay, folks, here we go. I got a 7.5 and then another 7.5 that might just need a press. I kind of put them at the same thing. Picture from the thumbnail, first Phoenix. Those bad boys will be on H. Silent, that is first Kitty Pryde, Nemma Frost, 129 and an 8.5. Make Two and Kingdom of Nerds. What's up, Make Two? What a book to have 2 copies of. Wow. I never get that in. Today I had 2. It's funny. This is extremely high grade. I think you're in the 9s very easily. Old versus New X-Men D. First Black Tom Cassidy, mid-high. That's issue 99. G, high. Let's see what we got. Blah, 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 Rascal. Frog got that. Moscow got G. Mr. Pesca got A and I. Hey! There's a big one. I think we're caught up. This is a very high-grade copy, and I forgot to write what the key significance is. I'm so sorry. 97, super high grade. You guys might know what that is more than me. Here's a relatively low grade, 96, Moira McTaggart on B. 95, sharper end of mid-grade on D. Lou. I see a frog. And then we're going to end the Claremont run with 94. This copy is about a 4045. 94, where it all starts on B. Nice to see some big books today. All right, let's do some more X-Men. We have a high-grade Jim Lee Classic, 11. First, Omega Red, Newsy. It's about a very fine Newsy Omega Red. Hey, look, a Silver Age. First, Barry Windsor Smith, and Origin of Beast, a relatively low grade 53, 12-cent X-Men. I think I forgot I even had that. Okay. Emily Butler. Omega. Awesome. I never get Wolverine JSM in. Near mint, gradable copy. First Archangel, X Factor 24. First Hijack, Uncanny X-Men from 2013, number 6. Perfect copy on D. From that other Scotty Young collection we had last week, Young Avengers number 1. And Young Avengers number 6, first Cassie Lang as Stature on G. Yes, Trask. And Nerds did a sweep on the more recents. Okay. By the way, we killed at least a short box. We're actually on our way to killing a long. So let's keep it going. Let's see what we got here. First, Stormcaster, high grade X-Men annual 9. X Factor, Angel get his wings clipped. Something with the Horseman of the Apocalypse key. I honestly forget. Same with this. It's another Horseman of the Apocalypse key. Second appearance of Apocalypse. It's near mint. X Factor 1, high grade. I have this one at 8. What the hell? Well, why don't we do both at 7? I have 2. Let's see. David Frederick. No, I actually put the Inhumans run back into our alphabetical box. If you want it, I'll make a sticky note for you right now. We'll get a pile for you. All right, where am I? Kingdom of Nerds got A. Aluminum gets one of the C's. Kevin Wade gets one of the C's. Kevin Wade, where did I put you? Oh, you're down here. Gacy. Thank you. X-Force 11 near mint. Domino key on B. Another early Scotty Young from 2013. Uncanny X-Force 1. The milestone reprint, mid to high, of Giant Size X-Men 1. Hey, I almost never had Valiant, but here's a perfect copy. First Shadow Man, Exo Manowar 4. Gradable copy, meaning if it doesn't go, it's pegged to get graded. Polyworld got one. Nice. Nerds. Aluminium. Mr. Riker. First appearance of Shogo, Jubilee's son, and Archaea Prime, X-Men number 1 from 2013. B. Same series, first Ray's Darkholme, which is Wolverine and Mystique's child. Interesting. That's number 6 on C. First appearance of Tempest and Triage, 2013, all new X-Men number 1 on D. Falcon. Nerds. First appearance of Gambit, mid-grade, maybe even mid to low. 90s newsy, though, on B. First appearance of the Source Wall, X-Men Titans, crossover, high grade. More Silver Age X-Men. First appearance of Grotesque, mid-grade. Low and mid-grade, maybe a 5.5 to a 6. Still cool, though. Kevin. Nerds. Roscoe. Classic X-Men is actually a giant-sized X-Men reprint, and I think it's something else, too. Very, very early Frank Miller, X-Men Annual 3 from late 70s. That is a high grade on C. Here's some more of that nice early Scotty. Wolverine 1 from 2013. Giant size Wolverine, Old Man Logan. Perfect copy. Key Collector says it's a $15 book. I've always moved them for 10. It's one of the finale or part 1, I forget, of the Old Man Logan stuff. We're into Wolverine now. Let's see where we're at. That was a lot of X-Men. Wow. Roscoe. Nesmith wants no condition on E. It's high grade. It's probably a near mint minus. Wolby 10, near mint, first Silver Fox on G. Here's a mid-grade Wolverine Limited. D. Here's the near mint. All right, same thing with number 3. From the Uncle Lou collection, shout out to Uncle Lou, who is actually in the house right now. Perfect copies, sealed from an original comic shop of Wonder Man number 1. No, I have not seen the show, but if it's good, you gotta let me know. My wife and I kind of not gave up, but we took a little break from the MCU for sure. Neely. Roscoe and aluminum. And I see a Paul. Paul, do you have a pile with me? Are we holding for you, or are we starting? I kind of feel like we have a new pile for you. Nerdy Bob. Glues, like, make sure I don't buy my own stuff back. Very true. Very true. All right, Nerdy Bob, I'm pretty sure we're starting a new. Nerdy Bob. There's still a pinch of the Uncle Lou collection scattered in here. I will let you know when that's in here. The only World's Finest we got today is 176 mid, 199 mid. That's the third Superman vs. Flash race, and a cool Joker cover mid 166. All of them are on the lower end of mid. I would say they're in the 5s. That's actually respectable, though. Nice to finally get some DC up in here, right? Boy, sometimes these shows can be so Marvel heavy. Miniverse Studios, that's a new one. Miniverse Studios 3. Thank you for your claim. Make sure you fill out that link. Get your username perfectly right. I search by username after the show. So that'll be how I get the invoice out to you. Most important thing you'll hear, though, if you get 20 claims, you get 20% off. Try to get it. Those who get that week after week know the massive difference 20% off can make. All right, Worlds Unknown, 7 near mint and 8 near mint. Not keys, but I just couldn't throw them in dollar bins because they were near mint. I couldn't do it. Here's a mid-newsy Wolverine 3 and a first Yukio on E. Both of those are mid, 3 and 2 from the limited series. Make 2. Where did I put your pile there? Here is the first appearance of Apocalypse in Cameo. That is a gradable newsy copy. Some more of that early Scotty, all new X Factor 1 2014. X Factor 1 near mint and 2 near mint. It's a $10 book and a $5 book on A. Weird bundle, but there you go. Neely. Raider. Paul, where did I just put your pile? Paul. No, really, where did I put your pile? Paul, oh, there you are. Okay. Nesmith. Roscoe. All right. By the way, this first Silver Fox is near mint. Don't want that to get slipped through the cracks. The entire Old Man Logan original run, starting with Wolverine 66 and actually ending at that giant-sized Wolverine we were talking about. All right, let's talk about Daken. Here we go. Wolverine Origins, second cameo of Daken, near mint. Origins, first appearance of Daken, not in disguise, near mint. Origins 12, the name revealed to be Daken. Origins 24, Daken meets Deadpool. Origins 13, first cover of Daken, and first cameo of Daken, number 5 on I, or you could just say claim all Daken. Unfortunately, he didn't have 10, the actual first full appearance. Oh well. Paul. Aluminum. Joe. It's caught in that fishing wire. Hold on. Here we go. Aluminum A, B. Paul, I. Don't forget second cameo is all that's left. Here's a bundle. Full run Wolverine Origin. Classic Liefeld cover. Deadpool versus Wolverine. Near mint 155. 1999. Hulk number 8. Classic Wolverine versus Hulk cover. If you note, it's actually the bone clawed version. Pretty cool. Weapon X, number 8, Venomized variant, in Mylar, too. Wolverine 36. It is the second printing of the first appearance of Helverine, near mint D. Classic Greg Land cover, which is an homage to some pre-code horror. Crime Suspense Stories 22 on B. Mr. Mario. Oh, I love my hurting knees. One of my favorite Wolverine covers of all time, 145. Here's the foil and the non-foil. I bundled them together for you on F. Andrew Bowers on B. Good to see you, Andrew. Mr. Bowers. Neely. F. First Wolverine, folks. There's another Origin Part 1 on J. What if 23, high grade? What if Hulk had become a barbarian? Fun, weird fact, it may be in the what if title, but it is actually a canon, bizarre storyline. Near mint 27, what if Phoenix hadn't died? It is a newsie. And what if Wolverine had killed Hulk? 31. Another high grade, is it near minty? If it's not near minty, it might be near mint minus. Got some clean stuff for you here. Frog got a D and an H and an I. Someone got A. 8-2. What if 37 near mint? First, Shalabal as the female Silver Surfer. On H. I got a 9-8 of that last year. I barely did any grading, but I got a 9-8 of that. West Coast number 1, very high grade D. First, Master Pandemonium, E. West Coast 45, very high grade, and in Mylar, first White Vision, F. Weird War Tales, 110, Creature Commandos. First appearance of Dr. Medusa. Hell yeah. That's not so commonly found. On D for Dr. Medusa. Warlord number 48. First appearance of Arak, Son of Thunder. Newsy. Couple books you don't see too much here. A remnant from the Uncle Lou collection. All from sealed packs from an original comic shop. Warlock and the Infinity Watch. Number 1 on A. Perfect condition. Nesmith Lou. Harper gets 1. I got a little bit of some Bronze Age horror. War is Hell books. We're kind of tight on space, so I'm just going to leave them all on I. They're all different. You can just claim I. You could say claim all of I, and I'll get it done. Yeah, where is the What If Love? Every What If book I have, this one's not quite near mint. I was going to say they're all near mint. This one's very high grade. But yeah. Zanowitz. Assy Max, we are all caught up to date. Make sure you're in the live chat, not the top chat. The top chat makes it look like you won. Make sure you're in the live. Zanowitz gets one of the eyes. War is Hell, 15. Vision and the Scarlet Witch, number 1 and 2. Weird little cheap bundle, but there you go. Venom, number 2. Perfect copy. Key Collector says it's 18. I'm giving you a slight break. Possible 9.8. ASM 300 homage on the. Weird that that's 15 years old now. Venom, number 1. Another Mike McCain cover. Number 4 on F. I have no idea what that means, so I'm kind of just going to ignore that. Judge, thank you. Mini-verse. Boy, where was that pile? Mini-verse. I will find it. Mini-verse Studios. Good to see you. How many eyes are there? 2, 4, 6, 8. Very early Scotty Young. This one actually is known to have a little bit of value. Venom 24, the variant on F. Adam Hughes, 90s near mint Vampirella. Adam Hughes, Vengeance of Vampirella 6 from Harris. I'm spoiling you guys with the near mint today. All war goes to Nesmith. Lou got an F. Justin got a D. Where's the What Is Love? Yeah, we're caught up. Okay. I have. Actually, I'm just gonna do it again. I have another little pocket of bronze horror, cheapy bundles, all kind of random books. I'm going to put them on I. I think there's some confusion. Do not worry. We are caught up. Thunderbolts. The first appearance of the General Ross-led Thunderbolts team from 2012. Perfect edition B. Nerds gets one I. Lou gets all the I. Emily got a G. Emily Parker, gotcha. Silver Age Thor, 132, relatively low. First, Ego, the Living Planet on F. 4, mid-grade, 12 center, 141. Not bad. 4, mid to low, 145. Okay. Water break. Cheers. Hey, you know what? We have a 200 some people in the chat. Why don't you guys take a second and like the video? Thank you. If we want to make it all the way to A, we're going to have to pick up the pace. Mid-grade, 4, 170. B. Jedi Brick. Roscoe on D. Friday, Sunday, good to have you here. I still have your pile from last week. If you get, I'm encouraging everyone, try to get to those discounts. It matters. Matters quite a bit. A and J. Is that Mr. Paul? And Joe got B. First appearance of Sharon Ventura, Ms. Marvel. The Thing, Newsy, High on D. High grade first Thor Frog and Newsy. I don't even know if I caught that was a Newsy. Oops. Death of the Executioner, near mint 362 Thor. And then let's fill our wall with a water damaged but presents well Newsy first Beta Ray Bill. And then a classic Thor versus Firelord with Marvel value stamp on J. Thor versus Silver Surfer in a mid-verging into high-grade copy. I think it's like a 7.5. It's right on the cusp. Maybe even an 8 on E. Zamboni. Zamboni, we're starting a pile for you, right? I don't think we have a... We'll just do a quick scan. Zach, Jose, Chris, Harrison. No, I don't think so. So we're getting you started. There you are. Roscoe. Roscoe's going for the 20% off. I think he just cleared 10%, so nice. Nothing there. E, nice. Thor 184, first appearance of the Silent One, mid-grade I. Thor 171, high-grade 15-cent Thor on J. The Thing, here's 35, here's 36. Second appearance of the new Ms. Marvel and the final issue. All right, let's see where we're at. Friday, Sunday. A and J. And there's one Warlock left. Who was that? Kingdom. F-G-I-J. F-G-I-J. So F and G. Thank you, Mr. Bryan. The Boys, issue 5, high grade from Wildstorm, before it went over to Dynamite. Some more of those 2013 Scotty Young's Thanos Rising, #1. Someone asked if I was going to have any Turtles. Here's a mid-grade Turtles #53, first Karai. Make, got the final issue. Make. Since you got the final issue, I was actually just going to say, if anyone wants, I would do DNE for $20. So if you want to grab D, I'll make it 15. All right, where are we? Laura got G. Judge got I. You got Rod. Mark that as 15. All right. Then we have Turtles 54, issue right after. Turtles issue, what does it say? 23, high grade, volume 1. And volume 2, under Image, near mint. This is actually from the Uncle Lou collection. I graded, there were 5. I graded 4. This is the only remaining one. Tales of the Unexpected, The Spectre, signed by the creator. Jules. Tales of Suspense, 93. Relatively low grade, but certainly presents well. First, MODOK in a cameo. G. I also have 85, mid to low, I. And then I have Tales of Terror 1 and 2. 80s Eclipse issues on D and E. Now, this is a cool collection. This is the first one I'm showing you from this one collection. I forget, maybe if you guys are eagle-eyed, you can catch this. There was an inker named, I think it was Dale Eaglesham or Dave Eaglesham. If I'm getting that wrong, this sucks. But anyway, there was a guy who sold me only like 50 comics or so. But he was best friends with that dude who was the letterer. That's what it was, the letterer on these issues. So I randomly got a collection today that's from the actual private collection of the letterer on some of these books. So there's going to be some cool stuff here. Did anyone get G and I just missed it? First MODOK still down there. Huh. All right, I goes to Miniverse. Ben, where did I put you? There you are. I'll let you know when there's more of those. More of the original letter. Oh, there's some good books today, folks. Here's a book that I kind of don't want to sell, but here we are. With it clean in the press, I think you're in the 9s. It might even be just a 9, but regardless, that's a swampy number. 1. All right, and here's a near mint minus that might be able to get popped into near mint if you clean and press. First Constantine. We got the meats. Mr. Cribs picked up the D. Pouth just missed it. That's a good one, Mr. Cribs. Polar Bear. I forgot I had those. Swamp Thing 44 mid. That is just a fun flag cover. Supervillain Team Up 15. Mid to high. First appearance of Simeon, the Golden Guardian, and the second appearance in cameo of Darkseid. We got about a 5-0. Jimmy Olsen, 135. Crane. First appearance of Tracy, 13. Key Collector, 15 high, so we're doing it for 10. Superman, 189. A still sealed Death of Soups, $10. Fortunato 164. Where are you? There you are. Fortunato. Desmond. Not a key, but a fun one. This was from that original collection that I was mentioning. $3. Krypton Chronicles, #1. Man of Steel 10, an obvious homage to Infinite Crisis, or Crisis on Infinite Earths, I think 8 or 7 or something, the death of Supergirl. Perfect copy, first cameo, Doomsday. Man of Steel 17. Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Neely. Here's a gradable first full appearance of Doomsday, second print. Oh, you know what that is? That is a Lou collection book. Man of Steel 19. That's another Lou collection book. Second appearance of Doomsday. Here's just one of those very iconic, modern iconic Will Jack books that kind of like exploded. Power Girl. Evan got Tracy 13. Evan, where did I put you? Oh, there you are. Lou gets an eye. He's buying back his own book. Neely. This actually is, this was from the Uncle Lou collection where I had all the near mints. I specifically, they're all $8. This has quite the spine roll. No spine ticks, but spine roll. You will have to clean and you will have to press this one. First, King Shark, cameo, eye. Superboy 10 center from 1960. Why the hell would I put $10 on it? Because it's got some hole punches. It's actually really, really nice. But it does have the hole punches. Yeah, okay, here's the near mint first King Shark without the crazy spine roll. So there you go. Miniverse. Scott R. Scott R, I have a pile for you, but there's nothing on E. Nesmith got F. All right, we're caught up there. Killed a long box. Let me get a quick water break. Hold on. What is it? Oh, cool. We're on N already? 1 through 10. New Mutants. Some keys in there. I know Celine, a bunch of stuff. That'll be on J. 1 through 10. All high grade. Near mint. First Psylocke. D. I've stopped writing the significance of this. There's a bunch of Valkyrie-related keys in there. It's too much to write. Special edition, New Mutants 1, high grade. Ilyana Rasputin joins high grade Newsy, New Mutants 14. Hal, I'm surprised you didn't have competition on that one. All right, next. We're going to fill the wall, and I'm going to run to the bathroom. I have a 10 and a $7. This one's got a couple spine ticks. James Proudstar something, I forget the key. 16, so you have to say D10 or D7. Let me go take a piss. I'll be right back. hand Sanny. All right, Nerds F. Paul I. You guys are really sleeping on C and H. Really, truly. All right. We'll close out our New Mutants. High grade First Demon Bear and Warlock. That is issue 18. Ah, crap. It was 21. I kind of hate when I forget to write the significance. How do I not have this memorized by now? You guys might know what that is. A high grade 21 New Mutants. It's something. I know that. Jules got a C and an A. Hey, there we go. Here, Jules, you know what? I'm going to give you a book for free because you did that. Let's give you that 21. Thank you. All right, then we have high grade First Legion. And then we have high grade First Legion Newsy. Possibly perfect copy for Strong Guy, number 29. Or if you say claim all New Mutants, I'll give you one for free. Thank you, 300. First Madripoor, 32. Near mint. I'm actually a little surprised B is still up there. All right, guys, we got a long way to go if we want to get to our ASM. We are going reverse order. We are up to N. We are starting with X and ending with A. Let's get there. Next up, Kitty Pryde, I believe, says the N-word again in this issue. Anniversary border, Mutants 45. Help me clean up this wall. We got a lot of good stuff. Let's get it going. And hit that like button while you're. We have 220 people in the chat and only 80 likes. Everybody hit that like button. B&H. Who got that? That was Mr. Paul. And then Ribby 13. Got the bundle on J. Nice. First Madripoor. First MODOK finally went to Jim O. Hagen 2864. Jim 2864. Please fill out this link. First name, last name, get your address right. Most importantly, try to get to either 10 or 20% off. It goes a long way. I'll be invoicing you after the show. All right, what we got? New Mutants 86. High grade. First technical appearance of Cable in Cameo. Near mint. First Cable. Beat. That book's down, huh? Justin just did a Cable clean sweep. Justin, should I even put it up on the wall? High grade second appearance Newsy Cable. Should I just pop it in your pile? Let me know. Rob Liefeld signed. High grade 92. It's not even a key, but that's kind of cool. All right, then we have for Shatterstar, I want to say, 99. Looks like we got a couple of those. Oh, wow. Okay. Let me check the date on that. Emily. First Shatterstar and Feral. Hollis Mason going to get the live feld. Hollis, please fill out the link. You only have to fill it out once per show. Thank you. And try to get those percentages. You got H, Emily got F, C, D, E to Ribby, C, D, and E. And Ribby also got F. And Joe got first Warlock, I. The gold, much more valuable version of 100, which is actually the first appearance of X-Force, bundled with cover A. Oh my goodness. A gradable, possible 9698 contender. First Hellboy in color. I don't know how this got out of order, but I have another first Ilyana Rasputin newsie. Let's see who gets it. Justin got C, Palf got H. Rock and roll. Ms. Marvel #1, Frank Cho cover. That is a gradable. Here we have a couple. First, Clint as Ronan, New Avengers 27, used to be a $30 book, now $10. And first, Maya as Echo, New Avengers 11. I think that used to be $30 too. Crazy times. Although honestly, I think that is where that book should be. Henderson. Niels. Emily got D and C. So D and C. There's 2 on C. Okay. Some bundle. Oh, here we go. We're into the Moon Knight. Okay. Let me interrupt real quick. I did get someone's entire Moon Knight collection. This was pretty nice. You're going to see a lot of full runs. The entire Volume 2. It was called Fist of Khonshu. Your first Arthur Harrow's in there in issue #2. Very high grade copy. Full run, all 6 issues H. There's going to be some bundles here. The entire volume, actually, this is technically volume 2. It's called Moon Knight Special Edition. There were 3 issues, near mint, complete run. I. Laura. Jules. Man, Jules, how are we going to ship you? Jules, you sent your international. We may be having to get you out in a couple boxes. Everybody else ignore that. That's not typical. But for international sales, big piles have to go out kind of weird sometimes. Where are we? Okay, caught up. Moon Knight, here we go. Both 1998 series. Complete, 1 through 4. Miniverse gets 1. And Jules gets, yeah, Jules, I think I'm actually going to pop you in a short box. Let's see. Folks, give me a second. Jules. Okay, caught up. Yay. Moon Knight continued. Final issue, high grade. Mark Spector. Now, near mint 59, near mint 58, near mint 97, 57, excuse me, near mint 56, all the Mark Platt covers. 52 is the first appearance of Cubist. Emily. Oh, St. Polyworld, you just missed that one. Let's see what else. 50, Moon Knight leaves Avengers. It's a die-cut, fun 90s cover. Perfect condition, G. First, Hellbent, Agony, and Basilisk. Number 44, H. Origin of Shadow Knight, I. Randall Spector becomes Shadow Knight, J. Top row, Emily. M, I'm going to give you a free book for that. Top row, M. Mules. Oh, wait, that's the old G, I think. Hold on. Yes. Kingdom of Nerds, I'm moving your pile over here. Quick J. First, Randall Spector. H, high grade. Mid-grade, but newsy. First meeting of Moon Knight and Ghost Rider. That's normally a lot higher than that. But you got to price accordingly. First appearance of Midnight. Number 4, near mint. Ally to Moon Knight. And our last, Mark Spector. First appearance of Chloe Tran, near mint. 1. I did not have a Moon Knight number 1 from volume 1, but we did have a near mint number 2. And a very fine plus. Key collector high says 35. We're doing 15. Midnight Man number 3. Same condition. Another like $20, $25 book. We're going to do 10. Sienkiewicz. There are big ass Spidey books today. Yes, big ass Spidey books today. That's what we're closing the show with. We are on M's. We're about halfway there. Moon Knight 12, high grade. Morpheus. Moon Knight 13, high grade. First meeting with DD. I actually have 2 of them. I don't know why one is higher, so we'll just do them both for 20. How about that? First Stained Glass Scarlet, high. Number 15, first Xenos, high. Number 17, gradable candidate A. Henderson, G. Neely. Brought that down to 20. Make them both 20. Jim O'Hagan, C. Thank you, Jim. A. Luke. Gaski. Moon Knight 20. Sankovich. Thing. 21. First meeting with Moon Knight and Brother Voodoo. We'll do 10. Another near minty. It's issue 23. King Collector High 20. So we'll go a little lower. I actually have 2 on I, if anyone wants I. I have 2. I have 2 on A, if anyone wants A. Funny, I actually put a higher price. We'll just match it. We'll make them both 15. All right, Joe, you get one of I's. Early negative space cover, gradable candidate. Again. All right, got a big one. Near mint, maybe near mint plus, first appearance of the Black Spectre, and it is the Error variant, which has the white dot. G. AC gets an A. Paul gets a C. Laura gets a G. Oh, we'll call it. Hold on. Hold on. Every book on the wall except for B is a near mint. I love when I can say that. 29. That's a very fine plus, near mint minus. It's typically like a $40 book. Okay. This one is near mint, so number 30. Shipping starts at $10. Like if you're California or Washington, it can actually get a little expensive. So a lot of times I will actually hold people's piles that I know are California and West Coast, and I'll literally just wait until they get to 20% off to kind of help them out with the shipping. Jedi Brick. Ooh, I gotta find where I put your pile. Where is that? Jedi. There. And Mr. Gaski. All right. 36, first meeting of Moon Knight and Doc Strange. Nice high grade too on G. And first Elias Spectre, 37 on E. And if anyone wants, you could just say claim Moon Knight. I'll clean sweep, give you a bunch for free, and we'll move on. It's an option. You can also always at any time claim a top row, get a free book, claim the bottom row, get a clean book. Emily just did a full wall claim, so she's going to get a few free books. Let's see what we got for her. I'm going to give you 3 free books. Let's see what we got. 3. 3. And Next up, we have a gradable candidate, actually, of the final issue of Volume 1. It is 38. Now we're into all the mid-2000s run Dell'Otto covers. I've got all of them. 26. 27, which is first Zoltek and the Zapta brothers. First full Zoltek. 28. 29. Is there one more? The final issue. Yeah, all the Dell'Ottos. Those actually have a nice 9.8, and all of those are perfect gradable candidates. So give it a shot. All the Dell'Ottos. I'm just going to put them all together. That's the first time I've ever had those. Uncle Lou gets the wall. Cool. Let's get you a free book, Lou. I'm going to give you E for free. Next. I almost stripped it of keys, but then I saw what the full runs go for. The 2016 series, full runs. A lot of these are hitting $200. Here's at $60 less, the entire volume. No missing issues, all near mint. Same with the 2014 series. Bunch of keys in there. Nice. And then I think this is from the 2014. First, Dr. Emmett. It's the Schoolboy Q hip-hop cover. Perfect condition D. Anyone likes their bundles? I got you. All right, do I have any more Moon Knight? I have a pinch more, and then that's it. From the, I think, most recent run, yes. First cameo, Hunter's Moon. Second cameo's Hunter's Moon. First full Hunter's Moon. First cameo, Rutherford Winter. First full. First tutor and first cameo, Grandma and Nemean. And first full, Grandma and Nemean. And that is our Moon Knight for the day, folks. Take out. Mr. Henderson's second cameo. Emily. First cameo and full. First full appearance. Are you going to grab the first cameo, Mr. Henderson? Let me know. First cameo's up there on E. Let's move. First cameo, first full appearance, Hunter's Moon on A and B. And again, the entire 2016 series, entire 2014 series. High grade, maybe even near mint. First Miracle Man. Key Collector is delusional. It currently says it's $100. Nah. I'm finding these are selling for like 30, 40 bucks. Enjoy. Evan, take it A and B. Little cheapy. Near mint, Max #1. First solo series. Master of Kung Fu. This is from that Eagle Sham, who was the letterer collection, which is really cool. High grade. First appearance of the second and third Razor Fist. Master Kung Fu 105 from the private collection. And this 2-in-1. First appearance of Titania 54. 2-in-1 54. High grade. You do have a little dog ear in the corner, which takes you out of like near mint, but still good. All right, where are we? How many issues are there on? It's the full run, so whatever, how many issues there were, I honestly don't know. B. I want to say like 20. Third appearance of Spider-Woman, mid-grade, 2-in-1, number 30, with her on the cover. 2-in-1, 61. First appearance of her. That's that golden chick from the Guardians movies. High grade, Newsy, D. Emily, that's a big boy book. I'm going to have to get you in a short box. Give me a second. Very nice. Yoink. All right, M. Emily. Okay. Nicholas Ford. Nick, do you have a pile? I think that's your first of the day. Yeah, okay, cool. Team Up 8, first appearance of Man Killer. Very high grade copy. Love to see 20 centers look like that. Team Up 9, first Spider-Man meeting with Kang. Team Up 93, first Donson Macabre. Marvel Tales 138, this is from that original collection from the letterer. Marvel Tales 138, $20 near mint. It is an homage, not an homage, excuse me. It's a reprinting, actually, of ASM 1. And let's do a high grade first contest of champions. This is actually Marvel's first mini-series. Fun fact on J. We've seen Frank picked up the F. Reprint of Purple Man. Marvel Superheroes. Silver Age reprint of Daredevil number 4. On F in Mylar. Gransbury. You have a pile somewhere. Found it. Marvel Spotlight 11. It is actually the Pence variant, mid-grade. J. Help me get some of these other spots cleared up and gone. Ross got a B and an E. Thank you, Ross. We should be able to get you shipped out. Nerdy Bob. Nerdy Bob. Where did I put your pile? There you are. Okay. Bob HUL. SART 2934. Bob 2934. Make sure you fill out the username. Fill out the link. Make sure you get your username perfect. Okay. I search by the username when I do this stuff. So thank you. Frank picked up the F. Spotlight 29, second solo Moonlight story, mid B. Marvel Premiere 5. We have about a 5-0. First Vishanti and Shuma Garath. That's a cool book. $30 on D. Zanowitz on B. First cover appearance of Wong. This is a mid to low Marvel Premiere 7. E. Hey, one of my favorites. We have a high-grade Marvel Premiere 12, first appearance of Lilia, who was easily my favorite character from the Agatha Harkness show. Yeah. Marvel Premiere 17, third appearance of Iron Fist, first appearance of Triple Iron mid-grade. I have one spot left. Let's put our near mint full run of Machine Man. J. Full wall. Gotta see some action. Let's get it going. Did we get like a interruption? We haven't had a single message in 3 minutes. That's very strange. All right, B and E. To Mr. Paul. Nice. First appearance of Mojo. High grade. Long shot number 3. Luke Cage number 4. First appearance of Phil Fox. Higher end of mid grade. 20 center. E. Thank you, Frank. And then we have Luke Cage number 3, mid-grade, 20 center. First appearance of Gideon Mace. Third appearance of Luke Cage. B. I feel like I never have Luke Cage for you. Nice to do something different. Still have that full run of Moon Knight there on I. Miniverse gets Gideon Mace. All right, and then we have first Black Mariah, number 5. First cover appearance 2, $10. Or if anyone just says claim all the Luke Cage, I'll give you one for free and we'll speed this up. Same thing, I'm open to a wall claim. You can also claim an entire row, get a book for free, claim the wall, and you get at least 3 free books at any time. Luke Cage, Laura. I don't have much, but you can have what I got. Let's see. Cage. That's my Luke Cage. Thank you, darling. What is this? Full run, Kitty Pryde, Wolverine. It's like very fine plus condition, full run. Hey, we finally have some DC. Do I have enough to finish my short box from last week? Emily, you are definitely close. Yeah, why did I should just put these books in that pile. That would make more sense. I have you in 2 short boxes. I'll fix that after the show. Just eyeballing it up, you're looking very close at 1 completed short box. Okay. Gransbury got the D. Thank you, Zach. All right. Second appearance of Amazo. It's low grade, maybe a 4.0 on E. 12 cent, number 20, probably about a 5.0. 12-cent Justice. Mr. Frank. Rock on. In its place, let's do first appearance of the Earth 2 Batman in Earth 1 Reality, mid-grade 82. Issue 82. That's a new name. Medit. Let's see. MEBET70. Medit. Make sure you fill out the link, first name, last name, get the apartment number if you got that right. You only have to fill out the link once per show. Just make it clean. This is, I am doing all invoicing tonight. Here's the link. Oh, hold on, it didn't. Boom. Miniverse. Thank you. Miniverse. Lock on. Mark P. Oh, I know you. What's up, dude? How you doing? First appearance of the JLA Satellite. Issue 78. It's a mid-grade copy. Probably about a 6 or 6.5 on B. Love it. Love it. Justice League International, high-grade newsy. First appearance of Nort, who is a furry Green Lantern. Finally, some DC. This is the stuff I like. Justice League America 61, obvious homage to Justice League of America #1. First appearance of Bloodwind, near mint H. Universe. Really? JLA 12, first appearance of Our Man, Matthew Tyler, near mint, 90s. Justice League 21, perfect condition, first Marvel family in the modern age. Great cover. H, new 52 there. Miniverse got the B. Here's a question. Why is first Titania still here? All right, Justice League Europe. First Crimson Fox. It's issue number 6 on E. Then we have Justice Society #1. First Jesse Chambers. H. Joker #2, extremely high grade. B. 25 center. Paul. Hey, Justin. Medit says claim all Joker after Justin. So let's see what that does. I do have a couple Jokers, and it looks like you're going to get them all. So there you go. Medit 70. Where did I just put you? Oh, I hate when the wall gets this full. Medit. There you go. Iron Man 93. Not a key, but high grade and 30 cents. Sure. $5. 152. High grade for stealth armor. Newsy. By the way, I glossed over it, but we actually crushed another long box. Yeah, boy. I'm seeing Ford on the Ford. Found you. All right. Aluminum E. Esmeralda DF. Nice. Esmeralda. Cool. Iron Man 194, first appearance of Scourge. high grade. Wow, I got really off. We completely missed a short box. That makes sense. Because, yeah, how did we get the I already? I have a bunch of N's. Okay, look at this. That makes some more sense. All right, here we go. New Teen Titans 23. First, Blackfire and Adrian Chase. High grade, Newsy B. First appearance of Exile. 24. High grade, Newsy E. Terra joins the Titans. High grade, Newsy F. Or you could say, claim all Titans. I don't have much. You can take what I got. Hold on. I think you got B first. Cool. Mr. Neely. All right. Where are we? Crap. F. Neely. Gacy gets I. Heck yeah. He's a big boy. Mr. Munt, if you're watching, I'm moving your pile. We are caught up. First, Lightning and Thunder, high grade, Newsy. First, Vigilante, high grade, Newsy, 35. Robin Quits, high grade, Newsy, E. Mid grade into high grade. First, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, X-Men or New X-Men, 115, I forget. Yeah. Crane. Paul. Minnie. Brooke. All right, cool. Let me blast through the rest of my. All right, here we go. Okay. All right. Here's all the new 52 villain covers that I got. I'm just going to put them on the wall. They're all going to be at random. Or you could just say claim all villains if you want them all. They're all $3. There's not one that's like $4 or $5. I just made them all $3. They are going to be on I. The reason I like these is they're lenticular, much better paper. A lot of those sometimes actually get 9.9s. Ford just took all the villains. That's clean. That's easy. Where are you buying for? There you are. Are you going to fit? Or am I going to have to, yeah, I'm going to have to move you. All right. All villains to Ford. All right. Cool. New 52, Suicide Squad 15, Death of Button Blue. Nightwing 118, Jason Todd becomes Nightwing. Man Called Nova, number 2, First Powerhouse, Condor, and Second Nova, mid to high, 30 center. Nova, first appearance of Nova, mid, high, and first appearance of Photon, which is a Nova villain. It's also a Spider-Man team-up, mid to high on H, I have 2. You could also say claim all Nova. F to Emily. Green, nothing on E. South I. First appearance of Corruptor, mid to high, Nova 4. Nova 3. That actually might be near mint minus. First Diamond Head. Third appearance of Nova. A gradable Adam Hughes variant of Power Girl 1 from 2009. The Neely's on that. Origin of, it's funny, I forgot to say origin of what? I don't know. Origin issue 100. Power Man 100. A for 15 bucks. Feels weird, but I will do that. Been up there too long. You got it. All right, then we have a near mint Punisher number 3 from the original series, Newsy high grade on A. Then we got a, in need of a clean and press, I'm going to call it a very fine plus to near mint minus Newsy, first issue of the ongoing series, Punisher. Clean. 300, got A. And I think that's the only other Punisher book I got, but you can have it. Like Jules. All right. Then we have, before you had the boys, you had Garth Ennis's The Pro. Number 1, it's a possible 9/8 contender. First appearance of The Pro. Kind of his tryout run before he did the boys. All right, from the Uncle Lou collection, many copies of the first appearance. Oh my God, who's the first appearance? How am I forgetting this? Hey, Strillick, if you're in the chat, remind me what this is. First appearance of Lynx. It's also a Brian Boland copy, Robin's first solo issue ever. It is the first appearance of Lynx, and I have a bajillion copies, all sealed from the Uncle Lou collection, which is original packs, all from the comic shop. They are in 9/4, 9/6, 9/8 candidates. Honestly, I honestly think they are 9/8 candidates, but I can't guarantee that, of course. Lynx, thank you. Lou, ironically, is going to get A. No, Paul got A. Miniverse gets an E. Aluminum gets an E. I have a second stack here, so I'm just going to grab from it. So Aluminum gets 2. I think Miniverse got 1. Miniverse. Jules is going to get 1. Oh, we're making a healthy dent. We're actually down to 10 copies or less of Robin. Look at that. This was from the Uncle Lou collection. It was a non-payer, so I had to put it back in the box. RoboCop Terminator 1 from the Uncle Lou collection. I had a bunch of them. There you go. Some more of that Scotty Young goodness. Early Scotty, Rocket Raccoon 1. Neely. Laura. I have a couple Secrets of Sinister House books. I'll just pop them on A. More horror for you. First appearance of Victor Juarez, Shadowland Power Man. It's the second ever Power Man, who actually has the power set of Iron Fist. Okay. Secret Avengers 32, first appearance of Black Ant, 2012, near mint come price. Let's clean up some of these other spots. What's up, Chris? How you doing? I'm happy to say all we have left is one long box and one short box. So we're probably going to be getting to that Amazing Spider-Man in the next hour. Bransbury, maybe even less than an hour. So we are right there, folks. Let's get there. Mid to low, first appearance of the Mandrill, 20 center, Shaun of the She-Devil 4. Help me clean up this wall. Let's keep the party going. B for 10, very realistic, so I will do it. With 4, thank you. All right, let me bang out this box. Oh yeah. Okay. This box has a couple goodies. First Silk Solo Series, perfect condition. There you go. Silver Surfer 50, my favorite Silver Surfer comic of all time. Pal. You can claim from the UK. I have a few international buyers every show. Thank you, pal. Making Nesmith. From the Uncle Lou collection, the last 3 issues of Silver Sable and the Wild Pack #1. From the Uncle Lou collection, the last 4 issues, first appearance of Sleepwalker #1. These are possible 9/8 candidates, however, I cannot guarantee. Nesmith gets an A. Mr. Harper. 2 left on B. No! Are you kidding? Dude, I'm so over this top shelf. All right, our Sleepwalkers did fall. I have to assess them, make sure we didn't get any damage. It does not look like there's been any issue. So I'm going to put them back up. I have to lower this one nail slightly. I can't keep dealing with it. Full wall. 2 remaining for Rare Valiant Hunters. Solar Man of the Atom, #10, second printing. Got a crazy 9.8 from the Lou Perfect Collection. We actually ran into a little pocket of the Lou books. This is the last of them. I'm giving you guys one more chance at some of those perfect condition Lou books sprinkled in the sale today. Palf gets 1. I have 1 remaining. And oh, so it looks like we didn't even claim. I think that Silver Surfer was a B, so watch those claims. We still have our Sleepwalker #1s. First, Solomon Grundy solo issue. I don't think I've ever had that before. Kind of cool, indeed. A little blurry. Why did we get blurry? Okay. First appearance, Angela, high grade, Spawn 9. Everything's doing it. All right. Spawn 200. Spawn 200 Anniversary Edition. Killed another short box. Claim all Spawn. There are only a couple. All right, I only have 3 books, Laura, but I do have an expensive one. Third lowest census Spawn book in existence. It's the third scarcest Spawn book ever. $200, 9.8. It is a possible 9.8 contender. If you still want that, you got it. I'll put it in your pile. If you say no, I'll have to pull it out. Let's do it. We got it. Grateful copy. Star-Lord, #1. That early Scotty Young. Again. I'm going to make your opinion on C change real fast, guys. Near Mint Miracle Man #1. Again, I already made fun of Key Collector. They say it's $100. I do these for 30 in Near Mint, and that is a Near Mint. Get it gone. Paul, thank you. Miniverse just missed out on that one. That's all right. Pal, thank you. Next up, we have Star Wars Boba Fett Bounty on Barracuda. First solo Boba Fett book. It is a doozy. Got a couple spine ticks, so we're just going to keep it at 10. Still cool. Oh, snap. All right, we got a 3.5, maybe a 4. First appearance of Dead Man. Strange Adventures, 205 on D for Dead Man. Roger. Roger, do you have a pile? Yes, you do. Oh, you got a crazy book in your pile. On C. And then Palp. Nice. 20 cent. Super high grade. Submariner, 65. 15 center. First Commander Kraken. Submariner, 27. Book's about a 7.0 on D. No, that is an old claim. Oh, hold on. All right, so who was after you? Judge. Jules, you got the Boba. Boba. All right, guys, full wall. What are we going to do about it? We have under of the Uncle Lou books, I'll remind you. These are sealed copies. We have about 8 left of Robin #1, 2 left of Silver Sable, 4 left of Sleepwalker. That is it for that, but I think in the final box, there's a couple more straggler Uncle Lou's. I have no idea, Landon. Can't tell off the top of my head, I'm afraid. Thanks, Emily. Ez gets Commander Kraken. Joe from the original collection, from the letterer, which is super cool. I wish that came with a COA, but oh well. Claim another E to aluminum. You got it. Frank, I'm moving your pile over here. Claim all of B, says Paul. You got it. And Mr. Powell gets an A. All right. Submariner, Death of the Red Raven, high grade, 15 center on C. Submariner 23, excuse me. Mid grade, Orca, first cover piece. About a 7, maybe a 7.5, number 20, first Doctor Doom versus Namor. Awesome. Here we have Submariner 9, same thing, probably about a 7, which is pretty respectable for a 12 center. First, King Naga and the Serpent Crown. The bottom row seems to be a little ignored. So here's what I'm going to do. First person to claim the entire bottom row, I'm going to give both $10 copies of H for free. First to do it, Nick Ford. Here, let me put up a book to replace it. Number 6. First person to get that bottom row, I'm going to give you both copies of H for free. Frank, they're yours. Note to self, Nova is a slow mover. Okay, Frank. I'm also going to give you one of the Robins for free. Frank. I just moved the pile. Where did I move it to? There it is. Okay. All right, Submariner number 4. It is like a small key, but I didn't even write it. Mid-grade F. Number 3, low-grade G. Number 49, first appearance of Luke Cage in a teaser. H. And someone asked about this, but I didn't hear back, so it's coming back. The full run of Inhumans. Mr. Pilgrim. Oh. We got another Uncle Lou book. First appearance of Doppelganger, the Spider-Man villain. Many copies. Perfect condition. Infinity War. 1. On H. What's up, Vic Rock? How you doing? Where's my water? Clayton. We got 1. Okay. Full run of Wolverine, Volume 1, J. Jules. Phil Fry. Phil Fry, did you get something yet? Or is that starting your pile? It doesn't matter. It's not a problem. Phil Fry. I'm just trying to remember. Philip J. Fry. 4943. Philip J. Fry. Make sure you fill out the link. First name, last name, all that good stuff. If you have an apartment number, make sure that's in there. Just make it super clean because that's where I'm sending the invoices to after the show. Guys, we are a long box, not even a long box and a half. We are a long box and like a third of a long box away from saying we sold everything. Not to mention, we're like 40 books away from getting to Amazing Spider-Man. So let's see a push. Let's get it going. Mr. Powell. Thank you. Let me throw you guys a cheapie. I'm skipping ahead to Batman. Neil Adams, Batman Odyssey, #1. I pick it up more as a joke, I'm afraid. It's not a good series, but hey, you know what? It's a Neil Adams #1. Claim Submariners to Mr. Frank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frank. There you go. All right, Frank, you're now going down here. Miniverse. Thank you. Here's some stuff from the Uncle Lou collection I haven't gotten to show you yet. A sealed Batman trade paperback collection with Dark Knight Returns, Arkham Asylum Year 1, and Catwoman Sisters Keeper. It's called the Batman Collection. Pretty cool, and it is $30 on G. I also, from that collection, have 2 Robin the Joker's Wild complete sets. All 4 newsstand issues, all 10 hologram issues, all trading cards, all backing boards, blah, 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 blah. That's kind of funny. It was $30 over 30 years ago, and I'm doing sealed copies for $20. I got 2 of them. Is that going to stay? No. No, of course not. J. All right, Miniverse gets a G. Grinder Gamer, if you're here, I'm moving your pile just over here. Mr. Crane gets 1. And Miniverse gets the other. Cool beans. Nice to get rid of a bundle. Okay, I'm skipping ahead here, but it's such a ridiculous double bagged and boarded, or double boarded, you guys know me. Atari Force, the entire full run from the private collection of Eaglesham, the letterer, on this title at the time. Thought that was pretty cool. I'm also going to put that on J. Full runs from the Uncle Lou collection, the entire set of Midnight Suns, all 6 issues. First Lilith, first Midnight Suns, and more. It's all there, $38. Used to sell those for $60. And I have a couple, so it looks like one's going to go to Palf. Something tells me I'm going to have to put you in a short box, Palf. Hold on. I'm just going to put you in a short box, Palf. I know where this is going. I'm no fool. All right, Palf. Because we haven't even gotten to ASM yet. I have a feeling you're going to go hard on that. All right. From the Uncle Lou collection, if you just want the first cameo of Midnight Suns and first appearance of Lilith, they will be on C. From the Uncle Lou collection, if you just want sealed perfect copies of the first full appearance of the Midnight Suns, they will be on D. Only 5 remaining copies from the Uncle Lou collection, perfect copies of Blackout, one of the Lilin, G. Oh, I should have put this up with the Wolverine. The Scotty Young Wolverine. Still too early for it to get the crazy Scotty Young aftermarket that often happens. So I'm just going to keep that cover price for now. All right, really got a B. Actually, I'm going to have that right here. Really got a B. Okay. All right, Ruby got a B. Paul got an F. From the Uncle Lou collection, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 remaining copies of the sealed Bram Stoker Topps Comics adaptation. I think this is the last of the Uncle Lou. So boom, boom. This entire, I think other than I and J, it is in all the remains of the Uncle Lou collection. Gransberg gets one of the Fs. I have a bunch of them. Frogger gets an F. Miniverse gets a B. Miniverse, I already gave you a B, I'm pretty sure. Let me just make sure. Miniverse. Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry. Thank you. I just didn't do that. Oops. Palf, I believe you did. Let's see. I moved you into a short box. Yes, you did. Okay. Grainsbury gets an E. Thank you. All right, I'm going to put a timer on the Uncle Lou collection. We're going to clear it and then get back to the main stuff. So I'm going to give you guys another minute on Uncle Lou books. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. CD. Any more bundles? Like maybe 1 or 2. I'll see. There's that giant bundle on J. Don't tell Uncle Lou to clear the wall because these were Uncle Lou's books. Larly. All right. That'll do. All right, let me keep all my Robin ones together. All my Ghost Rider 28s together. Ghost Rider 31s together. All right, where are we? All my Bram Stokers together. All my blackouts together. All my Infinity Wars together. Cool. Okay, back on track. Indiana Jones 1 from the Eaglesham collection. Hulk versus Thor, 255 high. Hulk, 308, a mid to high first triad. Hulk, the marriage of Bruce Banner, 319. That's a pal. Ghost Rider 78. Near to the end of the run, I grabbed it thinking it was a key, but it actually is not. Gargoyles, first solo series. Mr. Ford. Trask. Poliwhirl. First appearance of Goldenrod, Near Mid Firestorm 19 from 1984. I forget what this is. Green Lantern 145. It is high grade, but it has a spine roll. You're going to have to press it. Freak Brothers. I'm saving that for my buddy. Controversial racial issue, Near Mid FF 278. First appearance of Aunt Petunia, FF 239. That's actually from that Eaglesham collection. We have Malcolm Giles, 5074. What's up, Malcolm? You're going to take the big fat Atari Force Eaglesham. Now, if you missed my story, this is actually the letterer that worked on it. This was his private collection. So that's pretty cool. Malcolm Giles, 5074. That was Malcolm. Let's see if you even fit in these boxes. Barely, but we're doing it. Sweet. Nice. And Malcolm, and to everybody, really, in case for whatever reason you haven't filled out this link yet, you gotta do it. Please and thank you. Philip Fry is going to get an E. Right there. Pilgrim is going to get a D. Right there. And Jules is going to get an A. You're down here. Marcus caught the G. Nesmith. No, I can't even. The idea of me having enough time to do that these days is unfortunately laughable. I wish. It's been a long time since I've had that spare time. Doctor Strange, the entire Dracula trilogy, 60, 61, and 62, all high grade. Doc Strange, 53, an homage to the first appearance of Rana Tut from the 12-cent FF world. Here's a mid-grade, first Morgana Blessing, first meeting of Doc Strange and Brother Voodoo, A. Elvira's House of Mystery, number 2, Newsy, relatively high grade, H. Is that an old or a new Henderson? That's a new Henderson. No, that is the old Henderson. I'm sorry, Marcus. Popping that back up there. I think people that don't know, cleaning and pressing is an extraordinarily lengthy process. Extraordinarily lengthy. A lot of the things people don't tell you, too, is most of the times you actually have to press a book several times, not just once. Kind of one of people's big complaints with CGC is the assumption is they're probably just pressing once. Kevin. Doc Strange, 67, high-grade newsy, First Night Stalkers. E. That is a book I feel that should be higher, but it is not. So there you go. Oh. After this, we are in the A's. What comes with A's, guys? Amazing Spider-Man. We have made it. Let's get to it. This was a book that someone claimed, and they didn't pay for it. So it's back on the wall. Barbed Wire, first appearance. I think that was also a non-payer, back on the wall. First appearance of the Snowman. 337 bats, mid to high. F and J went to, who got that? How? Crane. Polar Bear, Triad. Okay, caught up. Legends of the Dark Knight, 91. First appearance of Dr. Freak, J. Shadow of the Bat, 19. First appearance of Tallyman. Black Panther and Shuri teach you about investing. A Visa special edition, and in the nature of keeping an investment-related information book, I'm going to make that free. Teach you all about good investing. All right, so J, C, it's a mini. Reverse. A little thick. Okay. Reverse. Laura! You can learn about investing. Cool. First appearance of Madcap. That's from that Eagle Sham thing. Same, actually, this is also from that, I believe. Cloak, Dagger #1. The Eagle Sham collection, Daredevil 229. Daredevil's mom revealed to be his mom. From that same collection, Daredevil, Wilson Fisk learns his identity. Trask. Emily. Back off the. Judge says, I'll take the rest of the Daredevil. There's not much, but you can have it. We have no Aquaman tonight. I never have Aquaman, sadly. All right, good news. We are in A. So here we go. Avengers 228, third appearance of Monica Rambeau, mid to high. Second appearance of Nebula, high grade newsy, 258. First appearance of the second Yellow Jacket, high grade 264. This is also from that Eagle Sham collection. I'm going to do a quick Google search and just get his Dale Eagle Sham. Yes. Perfect. All right. Pretty sure that's him. Judge got F and C. This was the biggest book from that collection. First appearance of Rogue. It does have a spine roll. You will have to press. It's actually pretty high grade, even with that in account. So just know that you have to press this guy. First Rogue. It's also the first cover of Mystique. Did you know? Strelick, you take care, man. Neely, thank you. First appearance of the Council of Kangs, same collection. All the Avengers books were from the letterer original collection. Okay. This is it, and then we're at the Amazing Spider-Man. Non-key but high-grade Spidey and Spider-Woman team up, 29. Spectacular Spidey, 115. Third cameo of the Foreigner, high-grade and newsy. Oh, wait, that's a different C. Excuse me. Full wall. Do something about it. Oh, that is a new name, actually. Jeff. 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 024758. Gosh. Okay, Jeff. Make sure when you're filling out the link, make sure all those numbers are in there when you put your username. It just makes it a lot easier for me. Thank you, sir. And most importantly, try to get to the higher discounts. Get 10 books, get a discount. Get 20 books, get a better discount. Harper, C. Okay. First appearance of the Ringer. It's also like the new Beetle suit or whatever. It's a high grade, spectacular 58 newsy. I grabbed this thinking it was a key. It isn't. High grade 111 spectacular. Oops. It looked like one of the ones that is a key. Don't hate. Jeff is going to go with C. Where did I literally just put your pile? 5 seconds ago. Oh, boy. Okay. Please hold. That was literally 5 seconds ago. Classic end of the claim sale where like every single spot is filled. Jim, Ridley, Harrison, Kingdom of Nerds, Philip Fry, Mark, Cody, Sam, Isaac Zamboni, Holly, Frank, Noah, Malcolm, blah, blah, blah. Jeff, found you. There you go. All right, where are we? There's a bundle of qualify. A claim is one. So if it's a bundle of 20 books, you don't get 20%. No. Counts as one. All right. Gacy got a J. Judge got an F and a J, but there's only F left. You got it though. Oh, you know what? This was a non-payer. That's why. I'm like, wait, this is from the Uncle Lou collection. Perfect sealed copy of a Spidey 1. Only one. There was a person who didn't pay for their stuff. First appearance of Chance. We have a Spidey 15. Like a very fine. Another non-pair. Near mint. Animal Man number 1. All right, where are we now? Judge got C. Jeff got J. Okay. From the Uncle Lou collection. By the way, you haven't heard me say that yet. First appearance of Wave Rider. Perfect condition. These were sealed packs from a comic shop from the 90s. Armageddon 2001. First appearance of your boy Wave Rider right there. I have like 7 copies. Let's see. Malcolm is going to get a C. Judge is going to get a C. Who got H? I actually missed all that. Trask was on H. Way back when. Sorry. Judge. Crane gets a C. What is B? That is the first appearance of Goldenrod. Firestorm 19 from 1984 high grade. All right, we've got like 3 copies remaining of First Wave Rider, all from sealed 90s packs. And I am happy to say what is on the wall right now is the last books before we get to our amazing Spider-Man. We are here. We have made it. And fair warning, it's about to get expensive as shit up in here. So get ready. Marcus, thank you. Absolutely, Jeff. Especially since your username is Funky Monkey, I got to see that filled out every sale. Just once a sale, not once per claim. Once a sale. Please and thank you. All right, guys, I need some help clearing this wall so we can get to our ASM. Why don't you think about that? I'm going to have another tinkle. All right, no action yet. All right, guys, I'm going to do a minute timer, and then we're going to get to some Spider-Man here. So last chance on this wall. By the way, G is a gradable. Same with the D. So just saying. A for 5. You're stretching it, but yes, I would do that. 5. It's out of here. Malcolm picked up B. And Miniverse gets a C. D for 40. Yes. I would do that. I kind of want to say that everything's sold. That would be super, super cool. In fact, yeah, why don't we do that? I really want to say that everything's sold. So why don't we do, it's not the craziest discount, but you can get the entire Inhumans run in high grade for $90. That is the full run. I think people are thinking that that's just number 1. That is the full run chilling on I. Get it going. Two books left on C, 1 on G, 1 on I. Palf gets the I. And now we have 2 books left. Doc Strange 53, near mint to mint, and First Wave Rider, near mint to mint. Gacy is going to do a B. And we fan them out. 3 remaining copies. First Wave Rider, perfect condition. And then we're up to ASM. You know what's funny? The ASM I have perfectly fits in one short box. Who's going to pick up the last of those C's? Get them out of here. Let's get to the Spider-Man. What happened here? How did you get? No! I just messed with the... Hold on. Up, up, up. Okay. Palp's going to gift them. Guys, if you ever see in your box something that says gift, that means you did not pay for it. This was gifted to you from someone in the sale. Everyone say a quick thanks to Pal. And let's get started. I'm just going to keep it up here with me. First up, 275. This is from that letterer collection. It's not actually from the rest of this. Origin, high grade, 275. Here we have from that original letterer collection and near mint, first Silver Sable. That's 265 on B. Jules got A. Wheels got B. Not a key. 223. First appearance of Speed Demon. High grade from the letterer collection. And now we're into the Spider-Man collection I picked up. That was the last of it, that letterer stuff. Fix my camera one more time. Oh boy, hold on. Boop. Friday, Sunday. Sometimes I will say, like, yeah, sure. And I will just skip it and give you all the Spider-Man. But I know a lot of people are here for the Spider-Man. So we are going to run it by putting every book up on the wall. So I appreciate that Friday, Sunday. But we're going to give everybody a shot on this one. This is, after all, the most sought-after books in all of comic collecting. So let's do it right. Here we go. It starts in the bronze in descending order. 135. We've got about a 6.5. Third appearance of the Punisher on B. Some people say it's the second appearance. I think it's the third. Not a key. About an 8.5. 133 on C. Not a key. About a 9.0. 132 on D. I will pause. Laura, B. Stephen Riley, first to C. Stephen, is that? Do you have a pile? Or are we starting you fresh? I feel like we're starting you fresh. Stephen Riley. Got C. Boy, I have no room. Miniverse, D. Gosh, Miniverse, we might have to put you in a short box. That's pretty wild for a newcomer. I love to see it, though. Love to see it. 131, the goofy marriage of MJ, not MJ, jeez, Aunt May and Doc Ock. It's about a 7.5. ASM 130, mid-grade, probably a 5 or a 6. First cover of Jackal, first Spider-Mobile. H. Nesmith, G. Jeff, H. First appearance of Clifton Shallot, who is the third Vulture. The copy is about an 8 on D. Not a key, about an 8 or an 8.5. 126 on A. Harper. Second appearance, mid-grade, maybe about a 6 of Manwolf. Second Manwolf. Stephen Riley again. Let's see if my dumbass can remember where I literally just put his file. Yeah, I actually found it. Okay, sweet. Friday, Sunday. Very low. First appearance of Manwolf. C. High grade. The aftermath of Gwen's funeral. First meeting with Luke Cage. Maybe an 8.5 to a 9. Could be even higher. Maybe a 9.2 on I. Pal. $122, The Death of Green Goblin. No, this collection did not have a 121. Death of Green Goblin, it's about 7.5, maybe an 8 on B. $120, Near Mint, classic Hulk versus Spidey. Yeah, pretty sweet. Friday. Nice. Jules. Nice. Believe it or not, that book is one of the more expensive ones. 119. Very Fine Plus, Near Mint Minus, Part 1 of the Spidey Hulk. In Mylar. First Manwolf. It might be low grade, but it's still up there. Someone get it. There you go. Low grade, non-key, 118. D. $116, mid to high, 20 center. I. Riley. Riley. Damn it, where are you? There it is. Nesmith. And Jules. High grade. Aunt May protects her lover from Spidey. Ridiculous. On A. High grade. 114, second appearance, first cover, Hammerhead. Mid C. First appearance of Hammerhead. Low. Not terribly low. Probably like a 3. It's not like a 1, but it's low. $8. Roscoe. Jeff. Meatball. 112, one of my favorite Spidey covers of all time. Books about a 7, Origin of Pete. Might be better than a 7. I don't really know why I said 7. 111, high grade. E. Daken. First appearance of the Given. This one's about a 7. ASM 110. Nesmith. Non-key, 7580, 109. Jules. 108, First Sister Son, about a 9-0, 108. Harper. Powell. Bondage cover, very high grade, near mint, 107. B. 106, high grade, maybe a 9. C. 105, probably like an 8. D. Powell. Harper. Jeff. 104, mid to low. G. Mid, 103, first Gog. E. Second appearance of Morbius, where they actually funnily spelled Moribus. 6.5. A. Friday, Sunday. Not yet. How? The gradable second printing of first Morbius. C. About a 4.0 first Morbius, 101. G. Lou. Roscoe. Ado, ASM 100. F. That's a cool book to have signed by Stan. Also, Ado, Johnny Carson appearance, 99. See. Al. Friday, Sunday. Drug issue, high grade, 8.0, 98. This one might be in the 9s. Drug issue, 97. Clayton. Powell. Drug issue 96. This one's about a 7. B. Spidey goes to London. Probably about a 7. Roscoe. Non-key, 94, about a 7. Let's see. First appearance of Arthur Stacy, maybe a 7.5. H. Give you guys a second. Fill out the link if you need it. '92. Team up with Iceman issue. It's not the biggest in terms of key, but it is extremely high grade. It could even be a near mint. Could be a near mint minus. 92 on B. 91. About an 8.5. I. Powell. The Death of Captain Stacy, 5.5. 90. L-Man JC fan, I could swear you've got a pile somewhere around here. Hold on. L-Man, do you know if you have a pile with me? Or are we getting you started? Just to give you guys, look how full we are. That's how full we are today. So, needless to say, invoicing is going to take a second, that's for sure. All right, let's see who got F first. Oh, right. L-Band, JC fan. L-Band, JC fan. 54. Let's fill that one. You know what's so crazy? We actually might not be able to accept any new, new people. There's like 3 spots left up on this. Absolutely crazy. 89, an 80, 8.5. See? 87, same thing. Roscoe. And Roscoe again. Double Roscoe. Nice. Zach Strillick, I am moving you somewhere. I don't even know. There you go. 86. About a 6.0. New Black Widow suit. That's actually the iconic Black Widow suit. Schemer revealed to be Richard Fisk's. That is about a 6.0, 85. $20. That's a Dagny. That's a Jeff. 84, 7.5 non-key on I. 83 for Schemer, first full appearance of Vanessa, about a 5.5 on C. Nesmith. Actually, double Nesmith. Low grade, 82. $7.0, first Kangaroo of 81. That's a Jeff. Mid-grade, 80. Second appearance of Prowler, 4.0. Stephen Riley. First appearance of Prowler, about a 6. E. Pal. Double Pal. Non-key, Lizard and Johnny issue, 77. Maybe a 6 to a 7, I'd say, on F. Roscoe. 76. Maybe a 5. 75. About a 6. 74. About a 7. 5, 6, and 7 in ascending condition. C. Laura. Minnie. B. Lou. D. 73. First Man Mountain Marco and first Silvermane. High grade, probably an 8.5. E. 71. 6.0 maybe. F. 70. First cameo of Vanessa. Probably a 5.5. Roscoe. First mention of Vanessa. Wait, hold on. That is, I'm going to put it in a different spot. 6.0. D. First, Randy Robertson, issue 67. It's about a 5 to a 6. B. Another Roscoe. Same thing, probably about a 6. 66. $65. Classic cover. About a 6.5 to a 7. Hold on. Roscoe. Well, hold on. Alpha on G. Roscoe B. What's up, Hoyt? On Facebook. 64. Probably about a 6.5 to a 7. Let's put it on G. $62. Dang, pretty nice. Nice. 8-5. I don't want to say a 9, but maybe. Nice. Blue. Pilgrim. First cover of Gwen, probably about a 5. G. 5-5, number 60. Clayton. Desmond. First cover of MJ, first kiss between Gwen, and first brainwasher. You got about a 6-5 to a 7-5. F. Non-key, but a great cover. High grade, maybe 7-5 to an 8. Jules, nice. First meeting with Kazar, similar grade, about 7-5. B. Palf. First appearance of Captain Stacy, I'd say it's about a 5. C. Dagny, no. Uncle Lou, B. Nesmith. $55 is just a classic cover. Copy is about a 6. $54, same condition. 53, this one's a little lower, maybe a 5. Palf, Nesmith. King Krabby. King Krabby. 405. Got D. King Krabby 405. Make sure you fill out that link, first, last name. You got an apartment number, make sure it's on there. And yeah, you may be the last. You, I think, are the last new person we can accept. We are completely filled out. Every spot, these bankers boxes is taken. That's crazy. That's crazy. Third appearance of Kingpin, 5. Second appearance of Kingpin, also a 5. It's also the first Robbie Robertson. We have literally, here, actually, I'll show you. We have one spot left on, like, pretty much on the floor. Last 30 books of the night, 49, about a 4-5 on B. 48, first Blackie Drago, the second Vulture, about a 5 on C. And 47, just a classic cover, about a 5-5 on D. Esmeralda. Roswell. Clayton. $5-0, first appearance of Shocker in Mylar. Mebit. I just got to find where your pile is, Mebit. Mebit. Oh, boy. I'm going cross-eyed. Mebit. Where are you? Mebit 70. Up, right under the short box. Okay, easy. Third appearance, Lizard. About a 5-0. B. Second appearance of Lizard, about a 5-0. C. First date with MJ, second appearance of Rhino, and second full appearance of MJ. Copy is about a 6 on F. Roscoe. Laura. Joe. First appearance of MJ, the classic Face It Tiger. You hit the jackpot. Books about a 4-0, 4-5 on H. Jeez. 6.5. First appearance of Rhino on E for 400. Laura. Alf. That's a big one. That's a big one, boys and girls. Origin issue 40. Probably about a 4-0. Issue 40 on G. I have a 3-0 first Norman Osborn. Crazy to see that under $100. D. Bricology. It may just look that way to you. I promise it is not. First, Looter. Later becomes Meteor Man. Something like a 6-0 in Mylar on H. Second appearance of Molten Man, 5-0. That's a Roscal. Just beat Hollis. Uh, 6-0, maybe better, but let's play it safe. Second Gwen Stacy. Second Harry Osborn. A. Simply a classic 4.5, something like that. Number 33. Spidey gets new powers. $32. Second appearance of Kurt Connors. Looks about a 5. 5-0. First, Gwen Stacy and Harry Osborn. Krabby. Mara. 4-0. First Cat Burglar. Issue 30. I. Also, G. Origin of Green Goblin is about a 4. Nesmith. Rio, second appearance of Scorpion. C. First appearance of the Molten Man, about a 4-0, maybe a 4-5. B. '27. 5-5. Maybe a 6 there. No. H. Death of Crime Master. Here's the first Crime Master, similar grade. Right above it on C. The loop. First, Spencer Smythe, and the first cameo, however weak, of MJ. This is like a 2.5, ironically, issue 25. B. Costa. 24. Book's about a 5-5. I believe it is a non-keep. On G. 23. Third appearance of Green Goblin. Book's about a 6, maybe a 6-5. H. Marauders. 4-0. First Princess Python. 22. Mebit. Nesmith. We have less than 10 books left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 books left to today's sale. That's crazy. Second appearance of Beetle, 4-0. That is issue 21. This next book is the most expensive book of the night. First appearance of Scorpion, 4-0, maybe 4-5. Issue 20 on B. Here we have a 2-0, first Scorpion, first Mac Gargan, that is. Second appearance of Green Goblin, 3.5 on F. I'm just going to put every book up. Third appearance of Doc Ock, 4-0, E. Second appearance of Doc Ock, 3-0, G. First appearance of the Enforcers and Big Man, 2-5, 3-0. That's issue number 10. And finally, number 8, first appearance of the Living Brain, 3.5. See what we got. Back in time. Roscoe on F. E and I. Boy, the insurance on that shipping is going to be nuts. Palf gets the big. Oh, Palf, tell you what, dude, guys, we got it. I'm going to do something kind of stupid. Palf, you've dropped stupid money over the last couple claim sales. I am going to give you the first cameo of Scorpion for free. That is a $150 book on me. And that's it. So we got 26. Got a 6.5 first Crime Master. 21, 6.0 second Beetle. Second Doc Ock, and a 3.0. And about a 2.5, maybe a 3 of the Enforcers and Big Man. Issues 10, 11, 21, 26. Friday, Sunday. You want the rest of the Silver Age? You can have it. I'll shave a bit off the top if you do that. You want to claim that top row? No, I'm done. Four books left. Four books left. Miniverse. And 2 books left. That'll do it. Anyone want to get B and C for $350? I'll chop off $30 off of B if you get C. We do have a valid claim on B, but I'm going to wait. Anyone want to do $30 off if you get B and C? I know it's a lot of money. I do know. As you can imagine, I'm actually in the hole buying this collection. So until I actually invoice and actually get the money for this, I am I have made no money in 2026 because of this collection. So I'm eager to get to invoicing, as you can, I'm sure, imagine. Any takers? Otherwise, we're going to give that to Tim Marsh, who we kind of don't even have any room, so I have to leave you right there, Tim. Anybody want a 3.0 second appearance of Dr. Octopus as our final book? That is a 3.0. 11. I mean, like, it might be a 3.5, but like oh my gosh, for the first time in months, I actually have slabs for sale. I don't think we can do it today. I feel like we've exhausted you guys. I'm sure wallets are hurt, especially the ASM buyers. L band, that is not a good deal. No. Everyone thought the 300 was going to make a difference. I'll show you a 300. Here's a 9 point, if you can see it, a 9.8 Amazing Spider-Man. This is our 50,000 subscriber giveaway winner. And I think I'm like a month away from getting it. So someone's going to get that. That's just chilling here. 9.8 white. All right, you know what? I do need to have some wall books for the antique shop, so maybe I'll take this guy back. So I'm going to give you guys a 2-minute warning, and then I'm going to start doing all my boxing up. If for whatever reason you have not filled out the form, you have to do that. That is how I invoice you, please and thank you. A quick thing about holding piles. Some of you, here are the reasons I will ever hold a pile. If you're California or just the West Coast in general, shipping is not fun. So I typically hold your pile until you're at least 10% off, preferably 20% off. I also will hold piles if you only got 1 or 2, maybe even sometimes 3 books. I really want to give everyone a shot to get to 10. But sometimes I will ship out even if you only have 1 book. Probably like today in the case where we are just we need some real estate back. So I may have to do all the invoices, or at least 80% of them, so we can get some spots back for the future claim sales. So let's do a timer. Oh, hold on. Eric said, can I do 250? What the hell? Let's do it. 250. Second doc ock. 250, second doc ock, and that is to Eric B. Do you have a pile, or are we starting it fresh? Eric B. dash no. Oh, right. I have no room for you. Okay, cool. That's your only claim. All right, guys, we have sold every book of the night except for that little. Those are the duplicates of the Uncle Lou collection. So if you want like near mint to mint books from original packs, we have First Sleepwalker. We got a couple things left, but that is the last of it. So radical. What did I do to my camera, dude? What the hell? Next claim sale should be Sunday, although frankly, I kind of need a break, and my wife needs help with the new baby. So this was kind of the claim sale where I've put a lot of money into collections. This is the claim sale where I basically needed everything to sell so I could actually start making money. Now I have, so maybe I can take a week off. We will see. Yeah, we will. This was an epic one, dude. Damn. I'm kind of intimidated by how long the invoicing is going to take. There definitely won't be a video tomorrow. I won't have time to get one out, but good sale, guys, especially ending with a bang on ASM. That was amazing. Pun intended. Love y'all. See you later. I'll get started on the invoicing now.